What's going on, reefers? Looking at month 2. Actually, let me turn off the lights so we can get a better view. There we go. That seems to be a little better. So, a couple things. Got some new little fishies. 3 chromis. A long-nosed butterfly that I got, I believe, around Thanksgiving. And I have my little friend here, it was kind of like a diamond goby. It's called like a gold eye or striped goby or something like that. But he works on my sand. I haven't really done much other than go through the ugly stage, as you guys can see. I did a water change yesterday. My sand bed was much worse than what it is, and I believe that is contributing. I added pods to the tank, and funny story about me adding the pods. We had a couple of days of like really brutal cold weather, and the pods that I ordered online came from Copepods for Sale. It's an online company, small business. So what happened was I ordered the pods, and when I got them, I was checking the pods out after I acclimated them, got them up to room temperature, right? And the thing is, I didn't really get much movement out of the bottle. So I contacted the seller. Gentleman name is Ricky, great guy. I kind of explained to him kind of what happened because no fault to his own, my shipment got delayed an extra 24 hours because of the cold. And I told him about the whole situation, and what he did was he ended up sending me back a brand new shipment of pods and phytoplankton. So he could have easily just sent me the pods back, but he actually sent me another, what is this, a 16-ounce bottle of phytoplankton. So I dose that about every 2 to 3 days, about maybe 30 ml. And I figured that was probably contributing to why my sand bed was really brown, and I think that's like the pods, excrement and whatever the case may be. But after I've graveled back the sand, things seems to be going in the right direction. I think I need to pick up a couple of more cleanup crew. I definitely need some hermit crabs because randomly I see some of my hermit crabs just die. And I'm assuming it's either this guy that's have a knack for them, or just regular progression of hermit crab life. And maybe that there's not enough shells and they're fighting for shells, but I do tend to leave the empty shells that are in there. I do need to get more Chocus snails and maybe 1 or 2 extra Nasaria snails. Right now, my nitrates after a water change are sitting about 10. So I don't think that's a bad number, considering it's only a fish-only tank. And right now, I schedule a water change on the tank every 2 weeks. But since it being only a fish-only tank, I may push it to 3 weeks, depending on how the nitrates get. But my nitrates probably don't get higher than maybe, I think the highest I've seen it was like 12, which I think is still fine. In a fish-only tank, unless it doesn't go above 20 or 30, then it's okay. Nothing is consuming the nutrients in the tank. So I may push it to every 3 weeks now. I probably want to start maybe testing corals out I might do that. Get, small little corals. I get like a Gani and a torch, see how they kind of do in the tank, and go for a test run out of it. I think it would give the tank I think it'll give the tank a much needed pop. So, and somewhere for maybe the clowns to host potentially. Concerning my two clowns, I think because they're different species of clowns, yeah, they get along for the most part, but in terms of pairing up, so I may look for another storm clown, so that way maybe they can pair. And I probably want to get eventually a mandarin, but I want the pod populations to increase a bit more. And I want to get a couple of Antheus, which surprisingly are very expensive. I mean, yes, the hobby is expensive. If you can't afford it, don't get into it. But, $25 per fish seems to be kind of a bit. I mean, I guess what it is. I mean, I got these 3 Chromis. I think they were like, I got a credit for one of them, and then it was like buy one, get one, like I think 50% off. And then I got this guy here. I paid like $80 for him for his size, which I didn't think it was a bad deal. And when I first got him, I was hesitant to buy him because the fish store was saying he's not eating. He began to slowly eat crayfish, but once I got him home, and within 2 days, I got him eating mysis, brine, pellets. He eats everything. I'll try to put nori in the tank, but for some reason, my fish don't like nori, especially dory. Like, I'll put it in, and it'll just stay on the clip. Like, they won't even touch it. I try to mix the nori when I'm doing the feeding of the brine shrimp, and then they'll start picking at it. So I guess I gotta get them kind of used to the nori. So that's about it. This is month number 2, and I mean, I've got a lot of green going on, but it's not hair algae or cyano, or I guess it's just just normal dinos right now, which I don't mind. Again, it's a slow process. We don't rush it, and we just kind of take it easy. But that's about it for 2 months. Nothing really has dramatically changed other than me. Like I said, I got a couple more fish, and that's all have been it in the tank so far. So with that being said, I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Peace.